morning, everyone. We will start the morning call. Global markets are down. Nasdaq was down more than 1%, and even Asian markets today across the board are down. SGX Nifty also down around 300 odd points. Dollar was firm on good demand, while oil retracted by around $2 to below $120 per barrel. I will now hand over the call to the technical team.
Thank you, Jehan. Good morning, everyone. Today, looking towards the Asian markets and European markets, I believe that Nifty is likely to open with a gap down, and we are likely to witness a selling pressure during the day. Going ahead, Nifty has, for today intraday purpose, the Nifty has immediate support at around 15,900. That will be the first support level. If it's break that level, the 15,840, 15,800 levels can be seen on the downside. On high level, 15,300 will be the immediate resistance. As long as it trades below that level, the view would remain cautious to bearish on the Nifty front. As of now, we have seen on the Nifty enough closing below 20 DMA, which gives a cautious sign. So henceforth, the view will remain bearish itself on the Nifty as long as it trades below 16,300 to 16,400 levels on the downside. Coming towards the Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty is the first indices which have given a clear-cut indications of a bearish view on the Friday itself. We somehow, but it managed to maintain a closing about 34,400. But looking towards today's opening, I believe that 34,000 will act as the immediate support level. If it's break that level, then the selling pressure is likely to be intensified, which might take a Bank Nifty towards 33,800 to 33,700. Whereas on high side, 34,500 will act as immediate resistance. Any move above that level, then only we can expect some sort of a pullback rally into the Bank Nifty, which might take a indices towards 34,700 to 3,500 levels on the higher side. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 15,740 is the first resistance zone. Any more above that level will take a Nifty Finance towards to 15,850 to 15,900 levels. On a downside, 15,500 and 15,330 are the important support levels to watch out. Currently, the overall view on the market will remain cautious to bearish only. As of now, we are not initiating any buy or the sell call. Let the market settle down at the support level, and according to the trend, we will initiate a call during a day. That's it from my end. I request it.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, as I had said some time back in the last week, 116,500 was broken. The writing was on the wall that selling would continue to come in, and that is what has happened. Nifty has come down towards the 16,000 levels now. Now with the SGX 200 points down, we might open lower. 16,000 put has the highest open interest amongst puts, so some bounce can be expected today, but that can only be for intraday. So in case you have some long positions, exit in the bounce. We might see Nifty going further lower, and it can go down all the way to retest 15,700 odd levels, which has been the previous lows. The VIX continues to be high around the 20 levels, and that is a negative. Overall, also the PCR had again come up above 1, and that it is now around 0.9 odd levels. That is still at par, so it has space to go down further, which is not a very good sign, particularly for the markets. Open interest has gone up as well, so shorts have been built into the system. So all in all, the signs are negative. Only for today, some bounce comes in, you can expect to exit positions. Looking at the overall stocks, banks and IT sector are the ones which will see the highest amongst number of selling positions, and some more in intraday some more selling can come into this counters. So look out for the same. Bigger banks will be more hit, so Kotak, ICICI, Axis, HDFC, these might witness a good amount of selling pressure, so look out for the same. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. There is some development on RBL Bank. RBI has approved the appointment of Mr. R. Subramania Kumar as the MD and CEO for a period of 3 years. He has experience of over 40 years in the banking industry, and since last 3 years, he was appointed by RBI as the administrator at DHFL and was given the role of resolving issue with DHFL and also ensuring that DHFL remains as a going concern and the value is preserved in the company. Before that, he was also the MD and CEO at Indian Overseas Bank and also executive director at Indian Bank, where his performance was satisfactory and his reputation overall is that within the PSU bankers, he is among the better ones. However, we feel that market would have been more happy if there would have been a person from the private sector with a good track record. However, that has not happened. So that is why we are neutral on this development. Also, there is on the channel check for gold financing, we have found that the teaser rates which were being offered during the time of Diwali, that those had started and rates had dropped drastically, and competition was very intense. Competition remains intense, but however, the teaser rates and all have now corrected and they have gone up by around 200-300 basis points from the bottom. So we can say that the competitive intensity has peaked out. However, overall, still the competition remains very high. We have recently seen HDFC Bank saying that they will be focusing on this particular product and opening branches with this product as the central theme in some of their branches in Maharashtra. And also we have been hearing since last a few quarters from Bajaj Finance that on the rural side, they will be aggressively opening up branches targeting gold financing. So this remains a low hanging fruit for all banks and NBFCs having low cost of capital. So this will be negative for pure play gold financing companies like Muthoot Finance and Manappuram. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. eMudra has posted its result for the quarter. The company has posted its first result after the listing, and the company has posted okay set of numbers for the quarter with revenue coming in at 45 crores versus the same the previous quarter. EBITDA margins came in at 40.3% versus QQ of 38%. Stock is trading at 45.2 times Q4 annualized EPS. Other than the C Infosystem, Mapping India has collaborated with India Space Agency ISRO, which will enhance the quality of its 3D maps. This is neutral to the company. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, as Jehan said at the beginning, market got impacted because of the high inflation in US, and month-on-month inflation increased by 1% versus expectation of 0.7, and last month increase of 0.3%. So further indicating that increasing inflation pressure, and which is having impact of 3.19% impact on the on higher impact on the tech stock, and as such we may see some pressure on the IT stock in today's trade. Apart from that, the bond yield is 10-year long bond yield is at 3.19, whereas 2-year bond yield at 3.15. That as the short-term bond yield increases more than the long term, then the expectation of recession comes in, and we are nearing to that level in 2-year and 10-year bond yield. So that is a point of concerns, and we may see if the rate 2-year 10-year bond increasing to 10-year, then we may see in few days that people will be talking more about the recession in the US. Apart from that, there is an FOMC meeting on 15th, that is Wednesday, and expectations are that the FOMC will increase the interest rate by 0.5%, and post the CPI inflation, this expectation continue to remain at 0.5% increase, but there are some talk about that FOMC may increase even by 0.75%. So bias towards increasing 0.5 remain, and still people are more convinced that this 0.5 increase in meeting in September will also continue. So this is putting a lot of pressure on the international market, and which is leading to Indian market. Apart from that, commodity also, metal also had seen some correction in today's morning trade in China and even in LME also. So that can also have some impact on metal stock in today's trade. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.